Yo, let's get into this temple taper. I had a request for this video, so let's jump right in. So right here, I'm using a 1.5 guard to cut the hair down. Notice that I'm using a comb in between each pass of the clippers, just to kind of lift up any hair that needs to be cut. Here we're doing the neck taper. I'm going in with my Gamma Ergos all the way closed to create my first guideline of where I want the taper to begin. Now I just open the clippers all the way up to start erasing that bald guideline. Now I just put my 0 guard on and I still have my clippers all the way open. I don't want to create another line, but I want to erase the lines that I've already created. So that's why I'm going all the way open to really start cleaning this taper up. As you can see, I just closed the clippers all the way. And so now we're getting rid of that hard line of demarcation right underneath the occipital bone. Now it's time to line them up. I'm using my wall detailers. Again, these are some of my favorite liners. You'll see me using these a lot. And I follow his natural hairline. I don't push in on it. I don't want the back of his neck to look super skinny. I just use this natural line. Now it's time to do his temple taper. I'm using my magic clips all the way closed right here to start my guideline. Now I just opened it all the way up and I'm going to start really kind of doing my fade here. Notice I don't go too far past the top of the ear because this is a temple taper, and so I want that taper right there to stay relatively low because I want his corners to still have definition in the front. Here I put my 1.5 guard on. Now I'm right over the ear, and what I'm doing is knocking down the bulk of the hair so that his fade has a nice transition into his haircut. Now I have my 1 guard on, and all I'm doing is cleaning up that bulk at the top of his taper. Here I'm using my Andis 0 guard on my Babyliss clippers, and what I'm doing is now I'm cleaning up right in the middle of the taper. As you can see right now, the guard is off and I have my clippers all the way open. All I'm doing is detail work. The taper is already there, but I'm just making it a little bit more blurry, that's all. Now I'm using my wall detailers to clean up the bottom of the taper. Again, my goal here is to make this taper as blurry as I possibly can. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now it's time to line them up. I'm using my wall detailers again, and I'm just following his face frame all the way around. And notice that his corners are very light, and so when he has a wave, he has a very thick wave on his hairline, so it'll be very easy to cut his hair and chop that wave off. So I'm lining him up naturally and staying as close to his natural hairline as I possibly can without taking too much of his hair off. And what I'll do is later on, I'll fill in the lighter spots with enhancement. Now it's time to apply the enhancements. I'm using Flow by Titan, which is supposed to be like highly rated for water resistance, moisture resistance. I have a ton of clients that are pastors, artists, musicians, athletes, and they all say the same, like, yo, I don't know what you're using, but your enhancements last. So all my barber friends, all the barbers out there, I highly recommend you going and get this product. Now it's time to taper the top of his beard into his temple taper. Man, look at that. It's beautiful. Now I'm using my hot beard brush. And what I'm doing here is pretty much a beard press. I'm straightening out the beard. That way I can give them a good shape. And it gives the beard just a full, clean look. Now it's time to put that line on the beard. Yeah, just a few more touches and he's done. Man, look at that. Woo-hoo. Yes, sir. Tap in.